Let me ask you something. When you look at your bank account, what do you feel? Stress, anxiety, maybe a little bit of hope that payday comes a little faster. Now, let me ask you something else. If you suddenly received $10,000 tomorrow, tax-free, cash in hand, do you think you'd be rich a year from now? Be honest with yourself. If you answered no, or if you hesitated, then today's video is for you, because the title of this video is the truth. You don't have a money problem. You have a thinking problem. I'm Finn Moneymaker, and on this channel, we cut through the noise to master financial literacy and smart investing. Today, we aren't talking about budgeting apps or stock picks. We are talking about the operating system between your ears, because until you fix the thinking, the money will always slip through your fingers. There are two types of people in this world, those who play defense with their money and those who play offense. The thinking problem usually starts with a scarcity mindset. This is the belief that there is never enough. It's the feeling that life is a pie, and if someone else gets a big slice, that means you get a smaller one. When you think this way, you hoard, you panic, you avoid risk, but ironically, you end up losing value because inflation eats away your cash. I see this all the time. Someone gets a raise, and instead of thinking, how can I make this money work for me? They think, great, I can afford a nicer car payment. They upgrade their lifestyle to match their income, but they never upgrade their thinking. On the other hand, you have the abundance mindset. This isn't about being unrealistic. It's about understanding that money is a tool, and the economy is a garden. If you plant seeds, investments, water them, education, and give them time, patience, they grow. If you think money is hard to get, your brain will find evidence to prove that right. If you think money is a tool you can learn to manage, your brain will find opportunities. So, step one to solving the thinking problem, stop asking, how do I save $1? And start asking, how do I make this dollar multiply? The story of the two workers. Let me illustrate this with a classic example. Imagine two factory workers. Let's call them Tim and Tom. They are both 25 years old. They both make the exact same salary, $50,000 a year. Tim thinks, I work hard. I deserve nice things. He finances a brand new truck. He buys lunch every day. He gets the newest smartphone. He is living the life. But at the end of the month, he's broke. He has a money problem, right? He just needs to earn more. Tom also thinks he deserves nice things, but Tom has a different thinking pattern. He buys a reliable used car, he packs his lunch, he invests the difference. He reads about index funds and compound interest. Fast forward 30 years, Tim is still working. He might have gotten a few raises, but his expenses rose to meet them. He looks at his 401k, and it's small. He feels trapped. He looks at the economy and thinks it's unfair. Tom is financially independent. He could retire, or he works because he wants to, not because he has to. What was the difference? It wasn't the income, it was the thinking. Tim spent his money on things that went down in value. Tom spent his money on assets that went up in value. Tim saw money as a way to feel good today. Tom saw money as a way to secure freedom tomorrow. That is the thinking problem. The invisible wall, fear. So if the thinking problem is so easy to identify, why don't more people fix it? The answer is one word, fear. Fear is the invisible wall that keeps people broke. Fear of the stock market, fear of looking stupid, fear of making a mistake. I talk to people who keep all their money in a savings account earning 0.01% interest. When I ask why they don't invest, they say, it's too risky. But here is the thinking error. Inflation is a guaranteed risk. If you have $10,000 in the bank earning no interest and inflation is at 3%, you are losing $300 of purchasing power every single year. That is a 100% guaranteed loss. Investing in the S&P 500 might go up and down, but over 20 years, it has never lost money. So which is riskier, the thing you understand or the thing you don't? The thinking problem makes you fear the volatility of the market, but it blinds you to the certainty of inflation. To fix this, you have to reframe failure. You will make mistakes. I've made mistakes. Every investor has. But a mistake in investing is a lesson. A mistake in spending is just a lighter wallet. How to rewire your brain. The practical stuff. Alright guys, we've identified the disease. Now, let's talk about the cure. How do you actually rewire your brain to solve the thinking problem? I have 3 actionable steps for you. Step 1, audit your inputs. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with and the media you consume. If you hang out with people who think credit card debt is normal and who complain about the rich, you will think that way too. You need to change the channel, listen to podcasts about business, read books like The Psychology of Money or Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Follow channels like this one. When you fill your brain with financial literacy, your thinking shifts from I can't afford it to how can I afford it? Step 2, separate your emotions from your money. Money is math, but we treat it like feelings. The market drops 5% and people panic sell, locking in their losses. The market booms and people get greedy, buying high right before a crash. To solve the thinking problem, you have to become an emotionless robot with your investments. Set up an automatic transfer to your investment account every payday. Buy the index. Ignore the news. This is called paying yourself first. It removes the emotion from the equation. Step 3. Play the infinite game. Most people play a finite game with money. They want to make enough to buy the car, pay off the credit card, take the vacation. That's a sprint. Wealth is an infinite game. It's a marathon. When you shift your thinking to the long term, you stop stressing about a bill today and start focusing on the portfolio you will have in 30 years. Ask yourself, will this purchase I'm making today help my future self or hurt my future self? Conclusion. Look, I get it. We live in a world designed to make you a consumer. Advertisements are designed to make you feel inadequate, so you buy their product. Society tells you that success is a luxury watch or a new car. But real wealth is quiet. Real wealth is freedom. It's the ability to wake up and choose how you spend your time. So when you look in the mirror tonight, don't ask, why don't I have more money? Ask yourself, what am I thinking that is keeping me broke? Fix the thinking, and the money will follow. It won't happen overnight. But if you shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance, from fear to education, and from spending to investing, I promise you 5 years from now, you will be a different person. You don't have a money problem, you have a thinking problem. And the good news, that is the easiest problem in the world to fix because you are in complete control of your own mind. Thank you so much for watching this video. If it got you thinking, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow and helps more people fix their thinking problem. And now I want to hear from you. I read the comments. Tell me, what is one money belief you had to unlearn to get ahead? Let's get a discussion going in the comments section below. That's all for me today. I'm Finn Moneymaker. See you in the next video. Take care of yourselves and take care of your money.